Hey traders, just wanted to do a quick update on Ethereum. I know people are out doing things. It's 420, it's Saturday, but maybe when they get back, they'll want to see what's going on with Ethereum. All right, so that bearish crab pattern, the huge one or the larger one. We hit the entry targets and all that multiple times, just 2 times, and then sold off. Hit the first target of profit taking. You can see that teal bar right there. That's that first profit, 38% retrace, and then we went a little bit lower and hit the 50% retrace before rallying, which kind of makes sense since Bitcoin did that too, right? Bitcoin rallied, but Bitcoin's also forming that bearish bat pattern, and we're about $100 away from the entry of the bearish bat on Bitcoin. So if we just think about it, we were very close to that entry zone between the 1618 fib extension from B to C, and then from X to C, the 78.6% retrace. It's pretty large or wide range for an entry, and normally you want them to be as close together as possible because that is what confluence is, and just not quite there, but still above the 20 moving average. So is Bitcoin. So you could imagine if Bitcoin ran up to hit its 88% retrace, that Ethereum would run up to at least touch that $180 area. That would be the best lowest risk entry for this position of a bearish cipher pattern, right? A short entry. So makes all the sense in the world, right? Because this is going to happen where you have a big sell off and then you will just rally to make lower highs. You'll show some bearish divergence, which I feel like next time we do make another move up, we will be showing that. It seems like there's also a rising wedge that's developing on Ethereum, two upsloping converging trend lines. We don't have that pictured, but even that you could think of from C to D as the rising wedge. It looks like it. So bearish stuff is going on. I mean, dude, next time if we do hit this entry, we will start showing bearish divergence. I'm sorry. You'll have lower levels of positive momentum than you did before, which is, that just means impending price action reversal to the downside, right? It would just look something like that if we ever got up there. Just using the same critical thinking we used on Bitcoin, on the Garley, XRP, on the bullish cipher, right? Just that's what you have to do. You have to look for coinciding variables at critical resistance points, or in a short position, or looking for making a short. And then same thing with the long positions. You got to look for coinciding variables, bullish divergence, right, at critical supports. So targets, whatever, man. We can do the targets on the bearish cipher. They're going to be much less, but what you're hoping for is, this cipher would usher in our second target to be hit on the bearish crab pattern, right, all the way down to 152.84. But it may not happen, right? It may not happen, and maybe what we could do, give me a second, see if I can just find like a blank canvas Ethereum chart, and we can just try to do it somewhere else. Give me a sec. Okay, well, this one's crazy. We can just go to Kraken real quick, because a zoomed out picture, I think I did this yesterday. Dude, like, this is like the huge potential bearish Gartley pattern, all right, on a daily time scale that we would see. This is not the daily, but dude, we got so close to that entry on this exchange. It's 192. We got as high as 188. Yeah. So that really could have been the top. Like it, and another thing that's going on with Ethereum that needs to be talked about, and my computer crashed, so it didn't save. But we also have a really nice looking potential head and shoulders pattern that's developing right now, which would make all the sense in the world with all the other bearish stuff that's going on. Let me show you here. All right, so we've got this shoulder, right? We've got the head, and then we're developing the right shoulder right now. And so what you would expect is eventually to sell off, because we're going to get, hopefully we could get that 786, right, on the cipher. What was it? X, A, B, C, and then D. Looking for the 786. Oops. All right, sorry, it just never lets me get it perfect. So 786 right there. So perfect. So say we sold off, right? How will we get our targets in a short-term trade like this? Let's just say, hypothetically, it did play out where we did top out up there. Okay, perfectly. Right at the entry. Sometimes it plays out like that. Sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so just wherever you find that real swing high when we start selling off. First target, very easy. Oh, look, the 382. What's the second target? You could almost guess it. It's the 618. And third target, 886 to 100%. In between there is the neckline of the potential slanted head and shoulders pattern, right? So this like all makes sense, right? It's almost like you're filling in this puzzle piece, isn't it? It's like, how could we make it back down there? Well, it could have been because of the harmonic. That's how we could get back down there to touch the neckline again. You break this neckline, though, very bad stuff could happen, okay? I mean, this is a pretty large pattern, and we can use the measure principle to help us get targets if we broke this neckline, okay? So from the top of the pattern, I just use the candle closes, top of the pattern to the neckline, we measure from where we would break out and say we were going to break out, it'd be down here. And if you broke the neckline, that's your measure move of the slanted head and shoulders pattern. Bring you all the way down to $130. Is it really out of the realm of possibility? Especially if we may have already hit the top of the bearish Gartley pattern, which those targets are extreme, man. Okay, they're really extreme. So I mean, I guess it's like from C to D, we would measure from the low to high, and you're going to get a 38% retrace, a 62% retrace, and then 88% retrace to 100% retrace down here. So this all makes sense, man. All this stuff happening is all like just, again, filling in the puzzle pieces of how it's going to happen. So how are we going to get down the neckline? The bearish cyber pattern would play out with the rising wedge, right? Okay, so just wanted to bring that to your attention so you could see some targets on a shorter term pattern. We've got the crab pattern on the other chart that is also in place still, and then you've got the much larger pattern that we only really would show on the daily that was only about $6 off its target for entry. Wow. So that's it, man. That's Ethereum. In the short term, it seems like lower prices would make a lot of sense. Hey, say we stall out here at 130 and then we run again. Hey, that's great. That's higher lows than your previous lows. No problem. All right. So that's what I got to say about Ethereum. If you like this analysis, if you like 420, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Please leave a comment in the description below. Give me some feedback on the new intro, outro. This is also new. First time ever. So I'll see y'all live at 6 p.m. Eastern today and 11 p.m. Eastern tonight. 420 episode. You don't want to miss it. Until next time, respect the TA.